Dybantsa has dominated high school basketball, from being named Massachusetts Player of the Year to leading Team USA to gold. But his shocking commitment to BYU left fans on questioning why he chose the underdog program. In this video, we break down AJ's rise to the top and explore the surprising reasons behind his decision to join BYU. And you don't want to miss this story because it's kinda crazy. Anisit AJ Dybantsa Jr. was born on January 29, 2007. AJ grew up in Brockton, Massachusetts and initially attended St. Sebastian School. AJ was named the Massachusetts Boys Basketball Gatorade Player of the Year following his freshman season after averaging 19 points, 9.6 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and 2.5 blocks per game. And AJ also helped lead St. Sebastian's to the NEPSAC Class A state championship, but unfortunately they lost to Milton Academy with a final score of 77-76. And AJ was named as the #1 player in the class of 2026 by ESPN following his freshman season, and he also got his first ever Division I college offer coming from Boston College, and soon after AJ transferred to the prestigious Prolific Prep located in Napa, California at the end of his freshman year, where he teamed up with the second-ranked player in the 2026 class, Tyron Stokes. In June of 2023, AJ would help Team USA's Under-16 national team win gold at the 2023 FIBA Men's Under-16 Americas Championship in Merida, Mexico, as he averaged 13.7 points and tied for second on the team with assists with 3.8 per game, and recorded a team high and personal best 23 points against Mexico in Team USA's third game in the group stages. In July of 2023, AJ led the Nike Peach Jam in scoring with averages of 25.8 points per game as a member of Expressions Elite, a AAU team that is based from Boston. On October 11, 2023, AJ announced that he had reclassified to the class of 2025. AJ would average 21.2 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game as a junior to guide Prolific Prep to the Mate High School Basketball Finals, losing to Super Team Montverde Academy and Cooper Flag in the championship game. AJ decided to transfer to Utah Prep in 2024 to conclude his high school basketball career, and Utah Prep was previously called the RSL Basketball Academy in Harriman, and a lot of people in the high school basketball world, most especially the basketball world including me, were shocked on why AJ transferred to Utah in the first place, because Utah is not really known as a high school or basketball city technically. Well, apparently here's the reason. According to On3 and the Salt Lake City Tribune, there were schools that offered the Dybantsa family over $1 million for AJ to play a single year of basketball. But in the end, Utah Prep won out with an offer for an ownership stake in the school and a $600,000 name and image and likeness deal, technically called a NIL deal. And at Utah Prep, AJ would reunite with fellow USA gold medalist JJ Mandaquit, the nation's 7th-ranked point guard in the class of 2025, who is also playing his senior season with the program. Last summer of 2024, AJ represented Team USA in the Under-17 World Cup in Turkey along with Tyron Stokes and the Boozer brothers, where he averaged 14.1 points, 4.1 assists, and 1.6 steals a game, shooting 60% from the field during the 10-day tournament, helping Team USA to a gold medal finish, and he was also named to the All-Star 5 team. And this past season, in AJ's final high school season at Utah Prep, he averaged 21.5 points, 13 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block per game. And in AJ's final high school game was in the grind session playoffs against Fort Erie International Academy of Canada in the semifinals, where AJ scored 36 points and 13 rebounds. But sadly, even after all his effort, Utah Prep still lost to the best high school team in Canada. who ended up losing in the Grind Session Championship game to Darren Peterson and the three-peat champion and his former team, Prolific Prep. And shortly afterwards, AJ became a McDonald's All-American and participated in the Nike Hoop Summit for Team USA. AJ is rated as a 6'9" 5-star recruit and the number 1 or number 2 class of 2025, depending on which recruitment platform you follow, either ESPN or 24/7 Sports. And in terms of recruiting, every great college basketball university wanted a piece of AJ, with offers coming from schools like Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, Alabama, Kansas, Auburn, UConn, Arkansas, and BYU, and he has way more offers than the schools I just mentioned. So basketball fans were, quite excited on where AJ will take his talents to in terms of playing college basketball. And AJ was taking his sweet time, believe me, as fellow top 10 class members Darren Peterson, the Boozer brothers, Chris Sinak Jr., Darius Akuf, and Malik Thomas already made their collegiate commitments early and during the middle of the high school basketball season. And fans would finally know where AJ was heading on December 10, 2024, as AJ would announce his decision through a Red Bull sponsored video and ESPN's First Take that he would inevitably shocked the basketball world as he announced that he would be committing to BYU. And for context, BYU is not known as a premier destination for basketball players in particular because they have only produced over 21 NBA players in their program's history, with notable players including like Jimmer Fredette, Andrew Bynum, Danny Ainge, and Sean Bradley. And BYU has recently only sent 2 players to the NBA through Eric Micah in 2017 and Elijah Bryant in 2018 as of the recording of this video. I know what you're probably thinking. Why did AJ commit to BYU in the first place? Well, here are the 3 possible reasons that I came up with. So I think the first reason has to be BYU's head coach, because Coach Kevin Young is a veteran of the game. I mean, bro literally was a NBA coach who has coached for the Philadelphia 76ers and recently the Phoenix Suns from 2020 to 2024. And Coach Kevin really wants to convert BYU into a collegiate basketball powerhouse. And he's clearly leading the charge because he got AJ and the best high school basketball player in the state of Nevada, 4-star 7-footer Savion Staten. And AJ and Savion are the highest recruits in program history since Eric Micah. And by the way, Savion just recently transferred to Utah Prep in order to join AJ just a little earlier. And, thought you should know. I would say that Coach Kevin's coaching style is really working because current BYU young guns, Igor Demnin and Richie Saunders, really have a great chance right now to potentially be first-round picks in the upcoming NBA draft. And this is also because of how well they played this past year. And BYU really just finished well this season. Like, they surpassed my expectations that I initially had on them beginning the season, because BYU finished top 3 with a record of 14-6 in the Big 12 with an overall record of 26-10. And to me, that really just says something. And the next reason why BYU is a good option for AJ, and I understand why he went there, is because of their current staff and program are NBA-like in terms of quality. And it's clearly working very well right now because BYU played very well this season. And it really seems that AJ really trusts and believes in them. And I would say the final reason on why AJ even committed to BYU in the first place is the most obvious option. It's about the money, money, money. Because according to Forbes, Dybantsa is getting close to $7 million in NIL money, including a $5 million base plus his deals with Nike and Red Bull. And this is insane because bro hasn't played a second of college basketball. And at this point, bro's still a high schooler until he enrolls. So the fact that he's been able to earn over $7 million plus as a high schooler without even playing a second of college ball yet is crazy. But honestly, this decision of AJ is quite good because I could really tell that BYU is very serious in developing their program totally. Because recently, BYU also scooped up Baylor's starting point guard, former member of that Super Montverde team, Rob Wright, through the transfer portal for apparently $3 million. So that move alone really just tells everyone, including me, that yeah, BYU is trying to build a special team next season. Yeah, that's basically the story of AJ Dybantsa and how he ended up with BYU. And by the way, let me know if y'all liked or disliked AJ's final college decision in the comments below, because I would love to hear everyone's opinion over here. And please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it or if you learned something new today. And please consider joining the OTL family today by hitting that beautiful red subscribe button. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, and happy 2025, and I shall see y'all soon. Goodbye.